The middle of the 80s. Some consider this to be the golden era of music, and this is where our story starts. But we won't be looking at the Madonnas, the Whams, or any of the major chart hits. We'll be looking at a subgenre of music called shoegaze, the scene that celebrates itself.
The term shoegaze is used to describe a subgenre of music originating in the mid-80s, early 90s, characterised by its heavy use of pedals and ethereal sounding music. It's this beautiful mess of sound where the instruments become almost indistinguishable from one another, and today we're going to be taking a look at the golden era of the genre and talking about some of the albums that I consider to have sculpted the shoegaze sound.
So now here they are, accompanied by no doubt writing. It's the Jesus and Mary chain.
About the Jesus and Mary chain.
Well, the next big thing, the flavour of the month.
Flavour of the month?
Yeah,
They're damn noisy.
All the press say so.
What's so good about them?
They're noisy.
The Jesus and Mary Chain, released with the album Psycho Candy, is considered to be the first ever shoegaze album released. Originating from East Kilbride, Scotland, they had a very new and very unique approach to music, something that stood out from everything at the time, and something that people were taking notice of.
People so excited about you?
Because we're so good. Because we're so much better than everybody else.
Shoegaze was popular within the indie/alternate genre, with its main audience being tired of the movement punk and glam pop that already dominated the scene. Fans of the genre applauded shoegaze for its new and ethereal sound, and were often seen at gigs passive and spaced out, mimicking the sound of the music.
In
1988 rolled around and My Bloody Valentine released their first debut album, Isn't Anything. They were loud, inactive on stage, and people loved it. This approach to music, being 100% about the sound and less about the performance, is what shoegazing is all about.
Most of the other things that people praise at school, we don't know why. You can see it sometimes, but often you just don't know what's going on. You don't know why people like it. It's all the praise that we get in the press and stuff. You just read it and go. I hope that this isn't a peak. Go that way. I don't think it is. I hope this is like a build-up to something. Because like next year, maybe it could be like a peak next year if we go out and let people go on.
Heaven or Las Vegas by the Cocteau Twins is a defining album within the genre. Having already been active in the shoegaze scene many years prior, they had helped shape the scene just as well as My Bloody Valentine and the Jesus and Mary Chain had. Pride released their debut album Nowhere, and with it, cemented their place within the shoegaze scene. They had proven that they could make music up to the best of them, and AllMusic ranks it as the second best shoegaze album of the era.
We had some guitars and we just sort of said, let's get together and just have a jam. And it just went on from there. I mean, there's never been any kind of master plan.
Gala by Lush was the next major album released in the 1990s. Gala is a compilation album of Lush's previous work, including Scar, Mad Love, and Sweetness and Light. The album also contains 2 new additional songs, all heavily influenced by the likes of My Bloody Valentine and the Cocteau Twins.
it's not that we've become like hugely confident and we're now so proficient at what we do. It's just that we've got to the level where most people start off at. You know, we think, oh yeah, actually we're all right. You know, we're doing all right.
Releasing their debut album Whirlpool, Chapter House was another shoegaze band that had their spot in the limelight. Reaching number 23 in the UK charts, they had added another excellent album to the growing library of all-time greatest shoegaze albums.
It's been going 3 years, so we've got like 2 years worth of songs on this album. It's like greatest hits album.
An absolute masterpiece of an album and widely considered to be the best shoegaze album of all time, Loveless by My Bloody Valentine was the pinnacle of the genre. With My Bloody Valentine already having a major release within the genre, they had now reset the bar for what a shoegaze album should sound like. Slowdive released their second album, Souvlaki, with widespread acclaim from fans of the genre. While within the shoegaze community itself, the album was another welcomed classic, some reviewers have started to grow tired of the sound, with Dave Simpson of Melody Maker saying that he'd rather drown in a bath full of porridge than listen to the album again. With the mid-90s rolling around, Britpop became to dominate the charts, overshadowing shoegaze. Many of the main shoegaze bands, like Lush, adapt to this new Britpop style, and with other shoegaze bands either breaking up or not releasing anything new, the golden days of the genre began to fade. Shoegazing still exists today, and there are many new bands that have continued on the legacy, such as Dive, Beach House and Phaser Days. While the golden era of shoegaze may be gone, as long as there are people out there who still care purely about the sound and feel of the music, in the same way that those bands did long ago, the shoegazing scene will always continue on, within the scene that celebrates itself.